If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Charles.
No, Gail.
Charles.
Gail.
You really can't say that because A, you don't mean that.
Oh, I mean that sincerely.
Come on, Chuck. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. We're still doing our St. Patty's Day apparel line. The Trump is people are just buying that thing like it's going out of style. So you better get it now before it's too late. But the Trump St. Patty's is freaking hilarious. And I can't wear it because it's green and I'm on the green screen. But I can put it on top of the screen so you can see it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live or make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Make sure you hit the like button. Like. Shoot a comment so it push the video in the algorithm. Now, Chuck, let me say this about Charles Barkley. I like Charles Barkley. He's one of my favorite people that does commentary on television. I don't know why every now and again he gets drunk and bump his head and say some of the craziest stuff I've ever heard. I do not understand why somebody of his, or how someone of his stature could be against Donald Trump and so radical about the things he say, as if he's detached from the reality that a lot of black people do support Donald Trump, whether they are vocal about it or not. You still have a bunch of people who support Donald Trump. Why would he get on television and act like this, threatening people? Is it that serious, bro? You can't find, I'll give you $100 if you can find a conservative saying, if I see a black person with a Biden shirt on, I'm gonna punch him in the face. You can't find it. Why are they so deranged about our candidate? But even though they're ruining America, we're not deranged about the people they represent. Why is it that you never see a riot, protest, or nothing at a Hillary Clinton campaign or a Joe Biden campaign? They only come to Trump campaign and conservatives. We don't even show up at their stuff. All right, let's play this clip of Charles Barkley. It just saddens me. Charles lived here in Phoenix, and I really thought one day I'll have a cigar with Charles Barkley. Maybe I'll still have a cigar with him. But, man, come on, shout it. Roll the clip.
And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts.
When you heard that, what did you think?
Now, hold on. This already is a setup to race bait. They would never in their lives Gail would never bring a black conservative on here and ask, what do you think about that? When he did the tennis shoes. They'll never bring a conservative on there and say, what's your opinion about it? They bring somebody on that they know. You know how I know they do this? Because when I go on television, they ask for talking points. I'm keeping it real. Maybe nobody else will tell you that. They want to know what you finna say before you go on somebody's television. They already know where he stand on this. So they invite him on the show, and then he will tell them his talking points about the subject matter. It's not like she just asked him for the first time and he just now saw this for the first time. It's already preset. That's what television is. So they brought him on here specifically to say what he's finna say. Roll the clip.
Big sigh.
First of all, I'm just gonna say this. If I see a black person walking around with Trump mugshot, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Charles.
No, Gail.
Charles.
Gail.
You really can't say that because A, you don't mean that.
Oh, I mean that sincerely. I'm gonna just tell you something.
And then you will be arrested for assault. And then what?
I'm gonna bail myself out and go celebrate.
Of course, I thought that was funny too. But he's serious. But Gail was trying to save him because you're literally inciting violence. Donald Trump incited an insurrection. You're inciting violence, my man. You're saying that you're going to punch somebody in the face. And she's trying to stop you. You can't say that because you don't mean it. I really do mean it. He can get the whole show sued because he's inciting and encouraging violence.
If I
don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Okay, but go ahead.
Seriously.
Continue.
First of all, if I was at that
conference,
I'd have got up and walked out. That was an insult to all black people because he's basically just saying, and first of all, to compare black history where we've been discriminated against to his plight.
Yes.
Well, first of all, he's a billionaire, and they're prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. They prosecuting him for stuff he did wrong. And for him to
It's still
compare,
in the court system, Charles. We have to wait. It's still in the court system. But
She stopped him again. You can't make false accusations against people. You're innocent until proven guilty. So before the man has gone through trial and you're saying he did this, he was wrong. You can get sued for defamation. Because once he's, acquitted, you was on TV saying he was wrong and he wasn't wrong. Gail is trying to save my boy Chuck here. Why would people get so deranged they feel like they got to get out of pocket to say stuff like this?
continue.
well,
Continue.
some of the stuff is true. They did storm the Capitol. They
yeah.
did say that the election was stolen. Those
Yeah.
aren't lies, Gail.
Yeah.
Those are
They
facts.
did say that. They did say that.
But to compare, I would have got up and walked out because it's not a fair comparison. He's a billionaire. He's had a great life. He's been president of the United States. To insult black people who have been discriminated against all these years, to put them in the same category, I was just offended. I mean,
I was just offended. Listen, you're offended because of a level of ignorance that you have. If you didn't already have a predisposition to hate Donald Trump or dislike him for whatever reason, then you would understand what he was saying. Because you have this billionaire guy who's getting hosed in the criminal justice system. And if a black person felt like I've gotten hosed in the criminal justice system, even people who got money feel like that they're getting targeted by the same people. The government, see, black people complain because the government system did not want them to flourish. Donald Trump, the government system don't want him to be the president. So if the system is against you and the system is against him, that's where you see eye to eye on. If they trumping up these charges, no pun intended, that are illegitimate, and they trumping up charges for you that are illegitimate, you begin to see we have a common enemy. But Charles Barkley don't get it. He don't see it because his predisposition is to hate Donald Trump. He's looking from my eyes of, this is a mean, evil, hateful man that's racist and all that. That's what his eyes are. If he met Donald Trump and sat down with Donald Trump, he'll think differently. They just make up all this stuff and conjure it up. I have not seen one video with Charles Barkley saying that Hillary Clinton is wrong and was denying the election when they spent 3 years. Don't forget this. They spent 3 years investigating Donald Trump for Russia collusion in the election. Hillary Clinton said he's an illegitimate president. He did not win. Russia interfered to make him win. He did not win the election. Illegitimate. This is what they said for 3 of his 4 years in office. And they did a whole investigation and was wrong. No evidence that Russia interfered in the election. They pushed election fraud for 3 years, which even in the midterms and all the investigations that they did, that was election interference right there. And what do they do now? The man questioned the election because of all the stuff we didn't see with our own eyes. And now he's an election denier. That's a word now? Election denying is a word? When Bush beat Gore, people thought that they rigged it. I was alive when that happened. I wasn't voting. I was alive when that happened. I remember them thinking that Florida rigged the election for Bush to win and to defeat Gore. They still believe, people to this day still believe that they cheated Al Gore out of the election. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Look me in my eye and tell me I'm wrong. But when Trump do it and conservatives do it, all of a sudden it's a big major term. How could that be? It's the same thing with the immigrants. Chuck Schumer's on television. It's mean-spirited. He got these immigrants. He don't got the illegals. He got real immigrants, and he's trying to act like they're illegals. He's comparing the two, saying that it's mean to put up border security. And then they're on TV saying Donald Trump and the Republicans are wrong for not letting Biden secure the border. Bro, which one is it? When Trump does it, it's evil and racist and mean. And when they do it to leverage to have political leverage over us, they flip the whole script. Then blame it on us. Come on, Chuck. Listen, if somebody send this to Charles Barkley, Charles, let's have a cigar on me. You may have some really good ones, bro. I can get Padron 50th. What you need? We can set it up. Just me and you at the private lounge at Ambassador's Fine Cigars. We can get it set up. Our cigars and drinks on me. I would love to sit down with Charles and just have a conversation. Like, what, bro, what are you thinking? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you, whatever. Let's talk. See y'all on the next one, man. I'm out of here.
Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoy my content, I guarantee you will enjoy Tatum Plus. Brand new platform that we just launched. Exclusive content, behind the scenes of speaking engagements, all the stuff you can't see on all of my social media platforms. We'll always have free content, but the extra stuff for people that really love my content will be on Tatum Plus. So go join Tatum Plus today.